Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I'm Diego, and it's time to talk some more about Sex and the City. That's right. Sex and the City, that wonderful show from the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm Diego. I have reviewed every single episode of Sex and the City, all 94 of them. I did, and the videos are on this channel to prove my point. Okay, but right now what I'm reviewing is the movie, okay, the Sex and the City movie that came out in 2008, okay, a continuation of the show. So after the show got canceled, everybody wanted to know, well, not everybody, but women and gay guys wanted to know what happened to these ladies, what happened to their boyfriends, their husbands, all that kind of shit. So they decided to bring it back, because it was a super popular show. It really was. A lot of women watch the show. I watched the show because every hot girl I knew was watching the show. And I was a young man back then when these episodes first came out. So, of course, when the movie came out 4 years later after the show got canceled, yes, I went to it. I was dating a girl at the time, and she wanted to go see it, so we went to opening day. But she did not know that I was a closeted fan of Sex and the City, and I already knew all the characters. I knew what was going on, okay? But I wouldn't have gone to the theater to go see it. I would have gotten it like on DVD or something, or watched it when it came on TV. That's when I would have watched it. But I watched it with her. Fine. Great movie. Great movie. I liked it a lot. It started off kind of slow, but then it started to get better. Okay. So right now I'm reviewing it. Now I'm going to bust this up into several different videos because I don't want to leave anything out. I want to really dissect this movie as much as possible. I want to give you my anecdotes, my opinions on what I think's going on here, about the reasons. This is a straight man's point of view. That's the title of this YouTube channel. This video series that I'm doing. So I'm going to give you that, a straight man's point of view. I'm going to tell you exactly what a normal guy would think about these women, about these situations, what a guy would normally do, provided that these circumstances are all happening the way they're depicted on this show or in this movie, okay? The people that created the show were gay guys, lesbians, and feminists. Candace Bushel, okay? They don't fucking understand what a straight guy is. Okay, they have an idea of it, they have, okay, well, a straight guy does this, and this, so that must be it, but that's not really it, okay? The show was not made for me, I get that, okay? So the straight guy's gonna be the butt of every joke, so I get it, okay? I still found the show entertaining. My only gripe was that they did not depict the straight men on the show as realistic men, okay? These were cartoon characters. And even in this movie, it's the same thing. If you watch my other videos that I've done dissecting these movies, this movie in particular, then you'll notice that I point out a lot of things these guys are doing that would never happen in real life, So like none of the guys on this show have any friends. Okay, I don't know anyone even noticed that. Big doesn't have any friends. He has no family. Neither does Steve. Neither does Smith. Neither does Harry. Okay, all their problems, whatever their concerns are, they talk to their girlfriends or their wives about it. They don't talk to anybody else. That's bullshit. Okay, think about it. Okay, the wedding scene for Carrie. Okay, all of her friends were there. Okay, but who was there for Big? Nobody. Nobody was there for Big. The only person that we know about that was there for Big was his business partner, who said some rude things at the rehearsal dinner, and that's it. Okay, that's not realistic. Even when he was having cold feet, he didn't have a best man there. He didn't have a best friend. No groomsmen were there. I mean, this is bullshit, okay? This would not happen in real life. Not a guy with that much money, okay, who's that well known in New York society. I mean, Christ. The fucking wedding was advertised in Vogue magazine, okay? So it's not like, nobody knew about it. He was just like a nobody. He's a very a well-established man in New York, okay? He's the 0.00001%, okay? If America had royalty, he'd be part of it. He's like an American Prince Charming, okay? So yes, of course people are going to know who he is. They're going to go to his wedding, okay? He's not going to be able to keep it low-key or anything like that. But he's and thinking of all these things, he still has nobody to talk to. That's bullshit. That's just bad ride. They underwrit him for this movie. Okay, he acted like a pussy. He's scared. He's not sure of himself. Why the fuck are you gonna get married if you're not sure of yourself? Okay, like this is your third marriage. You already know how it works. You're fucking rich as shit. So I mean, you make millions of dollars of deals every fucking day at your job. So why is this bothering you? Like, come on. I'd be more concerned about your health than about fucking marrying Carrie Bradshaw. But anyway, okay. So here we are. We're doing the movie right now. And where we left off here is Carrie got jilted, okay? Big basically stood her up. He tried to go back at the last minute, but it was already too late. The damage was done. He flaked on her at the wedding. Big scene, big embarrassment. Okay, so Carrie, of course, is heartbroken. So her and the girls, they decide to stop everything they're doing, and they can't get out of the Mexican honeymoon that Carrie already paid for. So the girls just decide they're going to go to Mexico and go on a little vacation. They're going to make her canceled honeymoon into a fucking vacation. Okay, and that's what they do to try to cheer up Carrie and make her feel better about herself. So that's what they do. They get there. They get to Mexico, and after like Carrie's been in her room for a couple of days, not eating, just sleeping in bed, she finally comes out of her room, and decides to rejoin society. Okay, rejoin her friends. Okay, and they're all just hanging out by the pool because it's a beautiful bungalow that they're staying in. I think they're in Cancun, or they might be in Acapulco, but I think they're in Cancun. But it's just super fucking nice there. Okay, so Carrie decides that to get out of her Mexicoma, she wants to go to the restaurant in the hotel. Okay, so the girls all decide to get dolled up. Why? Why? But they decide to get all dolled up and go to the Mexican restaurant and eat there. Okay, because that's what they do every fucking episode is they go out to eat. They don't fucking cook anything at home. Nobody knows how to fucking cook except Charlotte, and she only cooks on special occasions. Okay, yeah, the girls they go out to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week. All right, and this is no different. So they go to the restaurant. They get all dolled up in their fucking dresses. Their Mexican themed dresses. Even though none of them are, I'm fucking Mexican. None of these women are Mexican. All right, and they decide to go down to the restaurant. Okay. All the guests, in the restaurant, it's a packed restaurant. Like I say, they're either in Cancun or they're in Acapulco. All right, one of the Mexican resorts out there. Okay, and of course, all the guests that are staying at the same hotel, they're all fucking white. Okay, if you look down and look at all the customers, they're all fucking white, even though they're in Mexico, including the girls. Okay, just pointing that out because it's something I noticed, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, but yes, all the customers in there are white. Okay, white. All right, just like these girls, white. Okay, and they're in Mexico. Keep that in mind. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, and of course, Carrie's still depressed. She's all upset. She's still trying to creep out of her depression. Okay, what do you call it? The waiter, of course, asks them, okay, what room are you staying in? She says, oh, we're in bungalow C or something. He's like, oh, okay. Thank you, Mrs. Preston. And then he walks away, and that really hurts her feelings because that was supposed to be her new last name. If Big hadn't flaked on her, she would have been Mrs. John James Preston, but instead she's still Carrie Bradshaw. So that's just like a stab at her heart. Like she's already feeling bad. That just it's not the waiter's fault. He didn't know any better. But yeah, we hear that, and so we know how much that hurts Carrie. Okay, and of course that brings her back to her topic, which is the breakup. All right, and she tells them that when is she ever going to laugh again? She feels like I'm never going to laugh again. I feel nothing. I feel numb. She's scared that she'll never ever feel good again about anything, And Miranda's like, yes, you will laugh again, Carrie, when something really, really funny happens. Okay, you will laugh again, I promise you. Okay, there's a loud mariachi band, playing their fucking music, and shit. And she can't hear herself beat herself up in her head while the mariachi band is playing. So I guess that's a good reason. Okay, and of course the endless margaritas keep coming because, like I said, they're in Mexico. And Carrie's still harping about Big. She's like, he couldn't get out of the car after 10 years of what he put me through. Well, it wasn't just him, okay? Okay. You put him through some shit too in those 10 years, all right? I put a bird on my head. Is that what that was? That blue? Yes, it was a bird. For her wedding dress, she had this blue thing on her hair. It was a bird. He was like, he's a bad guy. Always was. Bad guys do bad things. Well, yeah, okay, that's why you like him so much, okay? Women like bad boys, okay? They do. They like the emotional roller coaster, and fucking, if there's one thing Big knows how to do, he knows how to fucking play Carrie like a fucking piano. He knows how to get her all high and excited and how to get her all low and depressed, okay? He's doing it in this movie. Okay, he's got control over her emotions. Okay, she has surrendered her feelings to this man. Okay, and of course he's playing around with them. He's playing around with them because he can, because she lets him, because secretly that's what she wants. Okay, now I know this is a fucking feminist movie, but get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay, Carrie likes being dominated by Big. She likes a man being in charge. Okay, why else would she surrender so much of her esteem to a fucking man? Okay, it's because she wants him to be in the driver's seat. She don't want to be in the driver's seat. Let him make all the big decisions, okay? Go with the flow. Okay, emotionally, that's how she feels. But when he's actually there with her, with him in the actual room together, okay, then she's the one that's manipulating him. She's getting him to pay for everything. Build me a better fucking closet in our house. Get me a fucking penthouse to live in. Take me to a nice fucking restaurant. You know, take me to a nice fucking show. Take me to a nice vacation, you know, because he's going to pay for everything. And all he's thinking about is, I just want to make her happy. I got to make Carrie happy. If I don't make Carrie happy, she's going to leave me. I got to make Carrie happy. Well, Carrie's happiness is the number one thing in the whole world. Fuck what I feel or what I'm afraid of. Carrie's happiness is what really matters. And she goes with it. She just fucking goes with it, okay? And I think she's been riding that gravy train for the past 4 years. And now that he fucking did not do what she wanted him to do, now she's back to where she was before, back in the late 90s and the early 2000s, okay? When she was sweating about Big all the fucking time, worried about Big all the time because he took it away. She had dominance over him, and now he's taken that away from her, and now she doesn't know what to do, okay? She doesn't have control of Big anymore, okay? The way that she did before, okay? So now, you remember, he's the one that chased her in Paris to get her back, okay? So she was in the higher position. She had the high ground. Okay, she doesn't have the high ground anymore. All right? He's on his own now. She don't know what he's doing. You know, he flaked on her, okay? So now she has no one, no man I don't want to say control because that's a bad word, but like she has no man to influence, okay? To take her somewhere, to do something for her, to buy her a gift, you know, to build her a bigger fucking closet, that kind of thing. She doesn't have anybody now to do that, and that makes her feel sad and alone, you know? And I get it, you know, it's his fault too. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. Okay, I'm just saying that she's not, she's complicit in this as well. Okay, so that's going on. Like I said, the mariachi band is really loud. Okay, she cleans out the bird she had in her hair. Miranda's like, yes, Big is a bad guy. He did bad things, you know, but you know, good guys do bad things. Bad guys do bad things. You know, good guys screw ya, bad guys screw ya. You know, she's thinking about her husband Steve that cheated on her, that she's still mad at him about it, you know. And then Samantha says, hey, and the rest of the guys don't know how to screw ya. Believe me, I know. I did the legwork. Of course you did, Samantha. Of course you did, because that's your only purpose in life, okay? You see yourself as this wonderful, strong, feminist woman who's in charge of her own sexuality and can fuck wherever the fuck she wants, regardless of what any man thinks about it. Okay, that's fine. You can live your life there. No one's gonna really like control you as far as that goes. You want to be a slut, you have every right. No guy's gonna try to stop you from being a slut. I guarantee you, no guy will ever try to stop you from being a slut, unless it's like your dad or something. But you don't have a dad, right? You just appeared out of nowhere, right? Okay, so you know, yeah. So she wants to go out there and ride the cock carousel and fuck as many people as she wants and not have to answer. That's fine if that's what she wants to do, but don't think for one fucking second, okay, that's going to endear you to men. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not. It's not going to make you more attractive to men. Okay, the more. I'm sorry, but it's true. Okay, and women, you know it's true. Even though you don't want to fucking say anything right now, for those of you that are sitting here with your husband or your boyfriend right next to you, I know you don't want to say anything now, but fuck it. It's a straight man's point of view, and I do not lie here. I tell you the honest to God fucking truth, whether you like it or not. Straight up, baby, with no lube. All right, no lube. And I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, women like it. Okay, they like a man that knows what he fucking wants. All right, they do. Okay, and a man who fucking who is capable of having sex with lots of women. That means he's charming enough, he's rich enough, he's good looking enough, whatever. Okay, a guy like that. There's not very many guys like this out there. Sorry, ladies, but you know goddamn well there's not. That's why they're so rare. That's why you want them so bad, because they're not just everywhere, okay? But a guy like that, okay, is going to look for certain qualities in a woman. Now, he's not going to have great standards when it comes to fucking a girl. If the girl's average looking, he'll fuck her. No problem. But I'm talking about putting a ring on. I'm talking about taking her seriously. I'm talking about fucking calling her back the next day. Okay, I'm talking about like taking her on a date or taking her on a vacation, that kind of shit. Okay, if you're gonna be a girl like that for a guy like him, you'd better fucking be up there. Okay, because no high value man is gonna waste his time with a girl that's got more fucking bodies than Hitler. Okay, that's the message this show was sending you, that even a woman who's fucked 5,000 guys can still find a high value man that'll love her no matter what. Bull fucking shit she will. Because I'm sorry, Samantha, you're not exactly getting better looking every year. Okay? You're fucking about to be 50 in this fucking movie. 50. All right? Your days of fucking, getting in free at the fucking club are over. Okay? They're over. They've been over for a long time now. Okay? I'm sorry, you aged out. It happens to everyone. Happens to every fucking woman. If you take care of yourself, if you're lucky, like say like a Cameron Diaz or something, and you've got 20 years of being a hot ass girl on the fucking big screen. Okay, and that's it. Once your time is up, your time is fucking up. You better have something else. Because if you're just a one trick pony, then that's it. You got nothing. You're done. You're retired. Okay, and to me, that's all Samantha is. Samantha doesn't even like to work out. She doesn't even like to go running or exercising. Okay, all she likes to do is fucking fuck a lot of guys, go shopping, and fucking brag about how great she is. Now, she is a good person, don't get me wrong, okay? I know this is all her exterior, and if you dig deep into her, you'll find out where all this comes from. I've already done videos on this, of what I think about Samantha for real. I think she is a loyal person. She does put friendship above anything else, but unfortunately, she would put friendship above a fucking relationship with a man. She does not know how to be in a relationship with a man. She does not know how to pair bond. Okay? That also makes her unattractive, okay? Except for guys that just want to fucking hit it and quit it. All right. If they just want to smash, boom, perfect choice. I'd smash Samantha myself. I would. If I was drunk enough and I couldn't pick up a prettier girl that night, or I was too lazy to try to pick up a prettier girl, yeah, I'd fucking take her home and fuck her. But that's it. I wouldn't do anything else with her. Okay. And Samantha would have no problem with that. But unfortunately, that the guys, if she ever does find a guy that actually wants something serious from her, okay, the shit you see in this fucking movie, it's not realistic. It's not gonna fucking happen. This is lollipop land. Okay, a girl like her is not gonna find a guy. Okay, because once you get too fucking old, I'm sorry, babe, your options are done. Okay, they're done. Okay, you're gonna have to be paying guys to go out with you. All right, because you're gonna fucking be alone. Women like Samantha will end up alone. Samantha doesn't want to change. She wants to stay. She still thinks she's fucking a hot 19-year-old. She's not. I know her girlfriends tell her that she is, but that's because they're her girlfriends and they love her. Okay? But your average guy will not think that of her. I guarantee you Smith Jerrod does not think that of her. And that's her fucking boyfriend. Okay? And I'll get to why I think he's still with her, even though he's fucking more successful than her now. But yeah, anyway, so that's my little thing about Samantha there, okay? And she's got a lot to say here. Okay, so, yeah, and I'm saying that because she likes to criticize men. Well, there's a lot of room for criticism for you too, Samantha. Okay, so Carrie says, after 20 years, I threw it all away by putting his name on the honeymoon suite. I wouldn't even know myself today. If the old me met me today, I wouldn't even know myself. And Samantha says, like, my entire life revolves around a man, Carrie. What planet did I allow that to happen? I say his name 50 times more a day than I say my own. Okay, well, Samantha, that's your job. You're your boyfriend's agent, okay? Okay, he's a famous actor now, okay? Your job is to fucking sell him to fucking other clients. All right, that's your job. Okay, you're his manager. Okay, you get paid to do this. This isn't for free. Okay, this isn't some fucking girlfriend duties that you feel you have to do. This is your fucking job. You get a cut of whatever he makes, okay? He's finally in a position to pay you back for all the fucking investment capital that you threw into him back when the only way he could pay you was by slipping you the hard one, okay? And now he's actually putting money into your account, okay? So if you're fucking pissed off that you have to say his name so many times during the day, more than you have to say your own, okay, then go fucking manage somebody else. That way you can say their name 50 times a day and not your boyfriend's, okay? Why don't you just do that? This is bullshit. You're complaining about nothing. You've got so much fucking privilege and you cannot fucking be grateful for it. Jesus Christ, your boyfriend is like a fucking famous, rich fucking TV actor, okay? He looks like he is a male model. In real life, he's not even an actor. He's a fucking male model, okay? So what the fuck? You're 48 years old. I mean, you're 50 fucking years old. God damn it, show a little gratitude. Jesus. Anyway, you're 50 years old, you're not that great looking, and you've got a stud for a fucking boyfriend. I'd be fucking counting my blessings, babe. That's what I would be doing right now. Not complaining about having to say your man's name all the time. Okay? So anyway, so that's going on. I have to worry about his needs. all the time before my own needs. That's not fair. That's not love. Well, actually, it is, okay? It's called a relationship, okay? When you're in a relationship, which is something Samantha does not fucking understand. Oh, she'll get mad if her boyfriend cheats on her like she did with Richard when she caught him eating out another girl. She understands that part of the relationship, but the part about being there and putting your partner's needs above your own sometimes, that part she never understood. She doesn't know how to do that. Okay, like I said, she does not know how to pair bond, okay? Now, she can do that with her girlfriends, Carrie particularly, but that's because she's not fucking Carrie, okay? She's not having a sexual relationship with Carrie, okay? The men that she has sexual relationships with, okay, she doesn't know how to do that. She doesn't know how to care about somebody, okay, that much. That you would love them more than yourself, which you shouldn't do, okay? But God damn it, okay? If you love somebody, you'll do almost anything for them. Okay, I know I would. If I was married, if I had my wife, I would do almost anything for my wife. You know, pretty much. I would put her above me if I had to. Of course I would. Okay, that's my partner in life, okay? She doesn't understand those things. She'll never understand those things, okay? Like I said, her future is full of cats, or actually, they're full of dogs. All right, yes, and we'll get to that later. Okay, so that's what it is, okay? She doesn't understand love. That love is give and take. She only understands the take part. Okay, so Miranda's like, no, that's marriage. Okay, and Samantha, well, if it's marriage, then Samantha left out where she has to fucking nag her fucking husband all the fucking time. Because to Miranda, that's marriage. Okay, Samantha's like, even the ring, even this ring that I'm wearing here, that I wanted at the auction, I wanted to buy it for myself with my own money. Instead, he buys it for me. Oh, you mean the $60,000 fucking dollar ring that he paid for you because you happened to mention that you wanted it? You mean that? How fucking dare you be such a piece of shit fucking boyfriend? Anyway. Okay, and he bought her a $60,000 ring. And yet in the sentence right before this, she complains that she has to think about him a hell of a lot more than he ever thinks about her. I'm sorry, but if your boyfriend's buying you a $60,000 fucking diamond ring, okay, I'm pretty sure he's fucking thinking about you and thinking about making you happy. It's not a one-way street here. Jesus fucking Christ, my God. Anyway. Okay, so that's going on. Okay, she's like, now every time I look at it, all I see is him and not me. Yeah, exactly. It's all about you. God damn, the ego on this woman is so fucking high up there. I know some of you ladies find it charming, and sometimes I find it charming too, because she does have a lot of self-confidence, okay? But real people with self-confidence don't have to remind you every fucking 30 minutes how fucking great they are, okay? The people that really fucking feel good about themselves, they don't have to remind you how fucking wonderful and special they are every fucking half an hour, how fabulous they are every fucking half an hour. It gets fucking annoying. Nobody wants to be around someone like that. All right. Okay, a fucking selfish bitch. She doesn't understand how relationships work. All right. Now, Carrie, meanwhile, Carrie doesn't want to check her messages on her phone. Okay, she doesn't want it because, Big's been blowing up her messages. Her message box is completely full. She doesn't want to hear his explanation. She doesn't want to hear his voice. She doesn't want to know. She knows he's sorry, but she doesn't want to hear the reasons that he had or nothing like that, okay? Miranda tells Carrie that she can get back her old apartment because she sold it. She sold the apartment to marry Big, but Miranda says, we can get it back. So Carrie's like, oh, I guess you can't go home again, And Samantha tells her, hey, I can get your stuff back too. I'll send someone over to Big's apartment, to the penthouse and get all your shit and move it back into your old apartment. We'll get that going for you. So Samantha's a good friend to Carrie. To Carrie, I don't understand why she can be so thoughtful and so unselfish when it comes to Carrie, but with her boyfriends, she doesn't give two fucking shits about them. It's insane. It's insane. All she cares about is what they can do for her. And all the women are like that, So that's going on. Okay, Charlotte comes out and she asks the girls if they want to go jogging with her. If they want to go work out with her and do some yoga. And of course they're like, no. Of course not. Okay. Of course. How come Charlotte's the only one that's into physical fitness? How come Charlotte's the only one that wants to be healthy and live a long fucking life? Okay. All these bitches want to do is sit around, brag about themselves, how great they are, get shit-faced fucking drunk, and stuff their fucking pie holes. Okay. That's all they want to do, and complain. Complain about men. Okay. Like, what the fuck, you rich, white, privileged bitches? Damn. I was feeling sorry for Carrie, and now I'm just like, damn it, man, with friends like these. But okay, oh well. But like I said, the show wasn't made. It was written by gay guys, lesbians, and feminists. It wasn't written by straight guys. Okay? So no, they don't want to go running with Charlotte, okay? Because Charlotte likes to run. Okay? So Sam tells her she can get Carrie's things back to her apartment. Okay. Now Carrie's like, wow, you two girls could rule the world. Because they are. They know more about this kind of stuff, than Carrie does. So she has respect for them. They are, Samantha and Miranda are smarter than Carrie. They are smarter than Carrie. Okay. All right. I will say that. Okay, now Charlotte takes her shower, okay, in Mexico, and she's all, I guess she's relaxed or something in the shower. She accidentally opens her mouth, and some of the shower water goes down her throat. She all of a sudden has a panic. Oh, no. And she tries to spit out the water, but she did accidentally drink some of it. Now, earlier, she has not been eating the food in Mexico. She's been bringing her own chocolate pudding and just eating that because that pudding came from America, okay? They're like, we're in a 5-star resort. Why are you only going to eat the pudding that you brought yourself? She's like, but this is Mexico. Well, yeah, it's Mexico, and I wouldn't drink the tap water, okay, but the food is safe. But anyway, so that's what she feels. Okay, so she accidentally drinks the water and fucking spits it out. Now, when she's leaving the gym, she starts getting the fucking gurgly noises in her fucking, in her abdomen, okay? And she tries to walk it off, but it starts getting worse. So now she realizes that she's got the fucking Hershey squirts, and she's got to fucking get to a bathroom fast. So instead of doing a fucking a U-turn and going right back to the gym that she just walked out of, instead of that, she decides to run all the way back to the fucking bungalow. Who knows how far away that is? So she runs to the fucking bungalow, and the girls are there just fucking getting shit-faced drunk and hanging out by the pool. And she tries to get in there, but the maid is cleaning, so the door's locked. Okay, and she's like, oh God. And they're like, hey, Charlotte, you okay? I gotta get inside. They're like, hey, so you're gonna have to go. I got time. Yeah, she shits herself. I can't. I don't know any other way to describe it. She fucking shits herself. Literally, she shits herself. Okay, and we're not even and just like crap. We're not even on that show yet. But here we are with a preview of what's to come. Okay, she shits herself in front of everybody. Okay, I'm talking like she fucking like shit comes out of her ass while her clothes are on and she's standing up and goes down her ass, down her leg. Okay, she fucking shits herself. Okay, isn't that wonderful? Yeah, and it's Charlotte no less. Okay, yeah, it's hard for me to be attracted to Charlotte after seeing that. It really is. I understand things happen, accidents happen, but I really don't need to see that. That's just like gross. Okay. So yeah, she shits herself. But the good news is that all the girls found it funny. And remember when Carrie told Miranda, "Am I ever going to laugh again?" And Miranda said, "Yes, you will when something's very, very funny." And this was very, very funny. So Samantha, Miranda, and Carrie all have a huge fucking laugh at Charlotte's expense. Okay, so yes, and it was funny. It was funny. This is like some fucking Porky's humor. Okay, in a rom-com show. So yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was very funny. Okay, so that's going on here. She runs back in there. Okay. So the next scene that we have here, blah, 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 comes home to the car through the phone and go, okay. As Carrie, she's like meditating or just daydreaming or some shit. She's sitting watching the Gulf of Mexico. Okay. And she's just out there looking at it. And she's thinking about what to do, and she's got her cell phone in her hand. She taped it up. She broke her cell phone when she dropped it, but now she's got tape all over it, and she decides not to fucking answer her cell phone. She takes her cell phone, she throws it into the Gulf of Mexico. All right, and that's the last scene that we see of her in Mexico. Okay, she throws her phone in the Gulf, without checking her messages, okay? And a lot of them were from Big, okay? But like I said, she didn't check them. Okay, so all the boxes end up back at her old apartment. She's back at her old apartment. It's raining, but she finally gets back to America. She gets back to New York. She goes back into her old apartment, the brownstone that she's been living in forever, okay? And once she gets inside there, she realizes that with all these boxes here, fucking Samantha is in fucking L.A., Miranda is looking for a place to live herself, okay? And Charlotte is, raising her 3-year-old. So she's gonna have to hire somebody to help her. She's gonna hire an assistant, okay? So she thinks this is a perfect time to hire an assistant. All right, so good for her. Okay, so she interviews all these people at a Starbucks, okay? And the first girl that she interviews, she's this young lady, very quirky personality with a squealy voice, okay? And they're talking, okay? And she complains. She says that she really wants to be in fashion. She doesn't really want to like work with writers. And she complains to Carrie that that it's not non-fat milk inside her fucking frappuccino. Okay, so Carrie's like, okay, next. Okay, so the next girl she interviews is this big fat woman, this butch, fat drunk woman with no fucking class. Okay, she's just sitting there, oh yeah, just want you to know, man, I read all your books. Yeah, you're awesome, man. And Carrie's like, are you drunk right now? She's like, he's like, a little bit, yeah. But I mean, I don't know too much about reading, but I can type like a motherfucker. She says that. Okay, and then there's this Asian guy that she entered. He's an Ivy League graduate. Okay, and he interned at Merrill Lynch, and he's like fucking way the fuck beyond qualified. She's like, oh my god, you're like so qualified. Why? What makes you so special that you deserve this job? And he's like, look at my. So she looks at his shoes, and he's fucking wearing pink stilettos, and he's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god, yeah. So that's going on. And then the fourth person she interviews is this black woman. It's Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson, okay. Dreamgirls, Jennifer Hudson. You're gonna love me. Yeah, that Jennifer Hudson. And she's there. She's playing a girl named Louise from St. Louis. Get it? St. Louis? Louise from St. Louis? Okay, yeah, I know the writing is awesome, isn't it? Okay, so she's there. She's interviewing. She said that she's the oldest of 6 kids. What are your qualifications? Well, she got a degree in computer science. Okay. What makes you a good assistant? Like, why do you think you can do this job? Oh, well, I'm the oldest of 6 kids. Like, oh, what's it like growing up with 6 kids? And she's like, it's crowded. Okay, she's like, right now I'm living in a 1-bedroom with 3 roommates. Okay, and she's like, okay, well, why'd you come to New York? She's like, I came to New York to find love. And Carrie's like, because remember in the beginning of the movie, that's one of the 2 reasons that Carrie came to New York was to find love and labels, love and then labels. Okay, in other words, get a rich guy to fucking buy you a lot of fucking shit. All right, so that's exactly why Louise came to New York too, to find love. Okay, and Carrie's like, okay, well, how does a woman with a computer science degree who just moved here, got 3 roommates sharing 1-bedroom apartment, okay, oldest of 6, how does she afford a Louis Vuitton purse like that? And she's like, oh, it's rented. She's like, what? Yeah, it's rented. Beg, borrow, steal. It's like the Netflix for purses. Oh, girl, I'm going to hook you up. Don't worry. She's like, how is it? I don't know about this. Really? Is that a real thing? Can you really rent fucking expensive purses? What happens if you fucking lose it or damage it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. So that's going on. So she figures out this is the girl she wants to be her assistant, okay? She wants Jennifer Hudson. Okay, so when they do a little montage here of her helping her unpack everything, and the song that's in the black background is actually a really good song. Now, for some stupid-ass reason, they decided to go R&B with the soundtrack for this Sex and the City movie. They never did that on the show. They never went R&B on the show. I mean, there were no black girls on the show, okay? But now, okay, now it's 2008. Okay, so they're trying to sell the CD soundtrack to this movie, and so they added a bunch of R&B songs in here. Okay, and they're playing one right now during this scene, and it's a good song. It's called "Real Girl." It's by this singer named Mutya Buena. Muya Buena. It's a good song, but the reason it's a good song is because they're sampling It Ain't Over Till It's Over by Lenny Kravitz. Okay, that Lenny Kravitz song from 1990, you know, baby, back when he was with Lisa Bonet, baby, it ain't over till it's over. Well, that song's in the background, and I love that song because I'm from that generation, okay? Yes, Zoe Kravitz's parents, okay, before fucking Lisa Bonet hooked up with Jason Momoa, Aquaman, you know, Khal Drogo, who's now divorcing her ass because he just got a big fucking payday for Aquaman 2, and he was probably fucking Amber Heard as well. Okay, but anyway, we're not talking about them. I just point that out because that song was in there, and I love that tune. I love that song by Lenny Kravitz. I think he's a great fucking musician. Okay, and this singer, I never heard of her, but she put that song into her song, which makes the song better. Okay, but for all you fucking kiddies out there, it's a Lenny Kravitz song. Okay, it's not a Muya fucking Buena song. It's a Lenny Kravitz. She just changed the words, basically. Okay, all right, got that out of the way. Okay, no plagiarism. All right, so that's going on. And Luis helps Carrie unpack everything. Miranda goes with Magda to the Ukrainian village in New York, which is somehow inside the middle of Chinatown. Go figure. So they're in a Chinatown. You know, fucking Miranda loves to stuff her face with Chinese food. Remember that? So she's with Brady and Magda, and she's looking for a place, an apartment. She sees a white. She says, "Oh, look over there! There's a white man with a baby. We gotta go follow him." Okay, yeah, that sounded pretty racist, didn't it? Because they're in the middle of Chinatown. So she looks for the white person, then follows him, and she goes in there, and they're moving furniture out into a U-Haul. So she realizes that whoever's in there is moving out. So she wants to run in there to fucking check out the apartment. And Magda's telling her, you should just go back home. You know, Magda doesn't want her to fucking get her own place. You know, but she goes up there anyway. And then we find out through Carrie that she decided to get the apartment. Okay. So that's going on here. All right. Boom. And then finally, Carrie reads Cinderella to Lily. She's at Charlotte's place reading Cinderella to Lily, the Asian 3-year-old daughter that they adopted, that Charlotte adopted. And Carrie tells her, hey, you know that this is just a fairy tale. Right? You understand that, don't you, Lily? Things like this do not happen in real life, okay? I just think you should know that right now, okay? You should know that early, okay? And also, this fairy tale book I just read you called Cinderella, that's bullshit too. Well, it's true. It's true. Okay, anyway, so no, it ain't, okay, that's the truth. That's meta right there for you. How's that for meta? Okay, yes, and then, of course, Lily says, read it again, and she's like, oh, damn it, another one bites the dust, okay? Okay, and then Charlotte comes back with some news. Carrie was babysitting Lily while Charlotte went to the doctor, and she came back from the doctor, and she's pregnant! Yeah, she's pregnant! And, how does this happen? Carrie actually asked her that. How does this happen? I think you know how it fucking happens, all right? She's like, you know, the doctor said that sometimes when couples, you know, when they can't have a baby and I'm 42 years old, I'm pregnant. So she could get pregnant at 38 or 36, but at 42, yeah, she's pregnant just like that, yeah. Love to see how that kid turns out, huh? Yeah, I know. Okay, so she's all excited now that she's gonna have a baby. Okay, well, not a real baby. I mean, her daughter's a real baby. That she's adopted. I mean, she's gonna have a biological baby as well to go with her adopted baby. All right, so good for her. Okay, I'm gonna end this review right here, and I will see you shortly on the next one. Thank you for watching this long.